What up, Sammy? What up, Cora? What's up, Justin? What up, Tufan? What up, Cassie? What up, Cheese? Sorry, that was the worst timing. No, the worst timing of a call. Ah, shit. Well, we're gonna be playing some Tetris. Obtaining some data. Oh, shoot. Actually, am I even connected to the correct internet? I am not. See, it doesn't matter if I show you guys the first internet, mainly because the first internet never works. So the name, yeah. Am I sick? No. Unless my headset's acting weird. Hold on. I'm gonna reset them, and I'll reset. Also, sorry, I was online. No worries, Tufan. No worries. Also, check this out. I got freaking Monster Coffee. So we're just gonna start off with some Tetris today. Also, happy Merry Christmas Eve and everything. Ooh. We might have something cool happening in a moment. Hold on. Give me one moment here. I'm playing terribly. I'm not paying any attention right now. Let's just be real here. Might have a special guest showing up, which would be pretty dope. Assuming I can also not screw this up. Hold on, I got this. Shoot. Well, this sucks. Whatever. Alright, hold on, I got something. What up, Siren? How's it going? Today's a big day? That's awesome. Hello.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Hi! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Welcome to Tetris stream. Hello. I guess this all works out, because we were planning on talking earlier, and then all of a sudden, like, I was like, it might be busy. Might be at work. Let's stream. So how have you been?
No work today. I'm lucky.
Oh, dude, same. This is the first holiday in 4 years I've actually not worked.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy, dude, because I know you work retail and such, and it's crazy, but for me, like, I've always worked call centers.
Yeah, and they're always freaking open. Like,
yeah,
like it's to work like almost every day.
Yeah, 24/7, man, 24/7. Also, since you are on stream, would you like to introduce yourself for those who don't know you?
Hi everyone, I'm SHSL Blaze. I do YouTube too and stream on the side.
And he's one of the most hilarious people I know.
I try to be.
You really are.
I'm excited because it's Christmas.
Yo.
And I hope you guys are excited because it's Christmas. And I actually haven't played this Tetris game.
Really?
Is this on PC?
No, it's a Switch free.
Oh, this is a Switch.
Yeah. It's 100% free, and you get to go up against 99 people. So, usually takes a round to get like used to everything again. But what have you been up to? It's been a minute, because last time I think I talked to you, we were playing Code Vein.
Yeah, that was the last time. I've just been streaming and stream when I can, that is, and basically working all the time. So it's been hard to do anything outside of those things. But 2020 is the year where hopefully that stuff slows down.
Here's hoping. I'm in the same boat, dude. I freaking stream every single day at this point.
See that? I always see you streaming. There's not a day I don't see you streaming.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything else I can do, to be fair.
You work like how many hours of work do you eat?
40.
Wait, what?
So yeah, I do a full 40 hours. Just the main thing is like my day starts at 7:30 in the morning. So it's not actually like the worst thing ever. And then I get home by like 5, so I just can do like 2 streams.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much else I can do, because like when I was living with the roommates, because I think that's also like the last one we talked, because Code Vein came out while I was still living with the roommates.
Did you move out?
Yeah, I moved out back in October. Which it's nice to be out of there. It was definitely a hellhole.
It sounded negative, dude. Like it sounded like there was a lot of negative things happening. Like
Oh,
it's supposed to be like
It was
your
terrible.
freedom away from your parents and everything, but
Yeah, that was the goal, because me and you when I hung out with you in I think that was like 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
yeah. Or it was last year.
Yeah, last year. Like when it was then, like I was super excited to move out, because like it finally meant like I was gonna be away from hell and like the craziness that was happening. Gosh, I can't remember. It's like there was just a whole bunch of shit going on with my family. I remember we talked about that while we were at E3, or well, that was over there. Which we do both need to go to E3 at some point, like both of us, not just whatever happened last time.
Right.
But no, shit definitely hit the fan. A lot of money was owed. It was not a fun time. But hey, I'm bouncing back. Finally have a job that I like, and finally feel like I got a good place to stay, so.
As long as you feel like everything's good now, that's all that matters. Like everybody bounces back. We have our time.
True, very true. Are you still living in the same place as before? Or?
Oh, I live with my parents too now.
Oh, nice. I mean, it's a smart
Like-
move, all things considered, because you're just saving a bunch of money.
Exactly.
Like
Saving a bunch of money and
yeah,
trying to just get your life together, you know?
yeah. That's the thing, is a
Yeah.
lot of people usually are like, oh, if you live in with your parents, ooh, that means you must not have like amounted to anything. It's like, no, it doesn't mean that. Like, it just means that you're living with your parents and trying to kind of have your bounce back. Everyone goes through that time.
No, it's crazy because like I don't have any kids or anything, and you don't either. And it's just like we have all the freedom to like make mistakes like this, you know what I mean? And
True.
be able to bounce back from this stuff. Like me, if I lost my job tomorrow, it'd be detrimental, but it wouldn't affect me as much as someone that, you know, has kids and things that are the same age as me.
Yeah.
So,
There's
luckily,
definitely
I don't
a
have
lot of
any
people-
kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who go through some really, really tough shit, especially with kids. Like
Right.
even at my old job, when shit all hit the fan there, there was one person who like literally had to work, gosh, probably like 60 hours a week just to support her kids because of how bad her husband just put her in a jam.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm just like, how do you even respond to that? Like, I wouldn't know
It's like
how
you
to
can't.
to like respond if like somebody who was supposed to be like my significant other just royally effed me.
Right.
So, I mean, aren't you still dating somebody though?
Yeah.
As I recall.
I'm still dating Kelsey, and we are doing our stuff. She's going through school right now. She's trying to be an EMT, so she just passed like all of her stuff right now. I think she did most of her finals. She's still got one more final to go, and as long as she passes that with over an 80, she's gonna be an EMT. So,
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
yeah, she'll be working with AMR, I think it is, here in California.
Oh yeah,
So,
we have AMR over here in Arizona too. So it's pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it sounds like things have been going really well. Also, Jigsaw's in chat.
yeah.
I saw Jigsaw. I know you know Jigsaw.
So I do. My boy Crow.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. What would you say? Because you've been streaming a lot this year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say, not like any games that. Just want to say like, basically like the games that you've played this year, you personally. What would be your game of the year? Not
Yeah,
necessarily
the
like, you know,
files.
the games that came out, but just what you've played. You said
Dude, yeah, AI, dude. Like, you see my
Oh,
Discord
yeah.
picture, dude. Freaking AI was a fantastic experience.
That game was so good.
Dude.
From start to finish.
Also, I'm just catching up on chat. What up, Teddy? Gemsy, Jigsaw, Richard, Lily, Supernova. Also, we just randomly won. I wasn't paying attention at all, and we won. Holy crap. That was crazy. Yeah, dude, AI was so good. Like, when I streamed it, chat was all about it. We all were crying together. We were all laughing together. And dude, even like, I'm so happy of how like kind of the finale turned out, because I ended up purchasing a Date cosplay and wearing it for the finale. Yeah, so I have a Date cosplay. Fits like a glove. It's fantastic. It's super comfortable. Janessa, by the way. It was, dude, it was awesome. And plus, fun fact, I can actually wear that because it's like actually like close to actual clothing, so I could just like go to work in it.
You could? Oh yeah, I guess you could.
Because it's essentially like a turtleneck sweater with a cardigan.
Yeah.
Or cardigan.
That is so cool.
Dude, but AI was definitely really good. Also, another game that still is super underrated in my opinion that I wish got more praise was Zanki Zero.
I need to play that. I have that right here on my computer. I still need to get into that game. I know you've been telling me that it's really good.
It is really good. I have to still finish the game. The only reason I haven't is because I found out the mode that it recommends you to play, which is like the middle mode, is ridiculously easy. Like, it's pretty sad about how easy the game is if you're playing on that mode. So I told,
if you play on the hardest, it's basically like a survival game.
Pretty much, but it's a lot more
max.
fun playing on the hardest difficulty because I had a different file just for the hardest difficulty, and I was having a lot more fun with that than I was on the original file. So I decided, like, halfway through the 7th chapter, I think, in the game, I'm like, screw this, I'm gonna just get the insane mode run to the same spot, And when I stream the game again, we'll be on insane mode instead of the. Oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. Instead of the normal mode, because the normal mode just really sucks.
I heard there's a lot of things to learn in that game. Like, it shoves a lot at you in the beginning.
Not really. Well, the only thing that you're gonna have like problems with is the survival mechanic, I guess is what you can call it.
Right.
And the combat. The combat takes a while to get used to, and even I was talking to Travis. I don't know if you remember him from. Well, I mean, you watch Nico.
Yeah.
So you know Travis. He was even saying like it's really hard to get your head around the first like portion of the game because you just have there's so much that you have to get used to with the combat because the combat's so different than like everything that's out there. And once you get used to that, though, like then everything starts setting into place, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is how this works. This is how that works.
You try that game,
dude. You should.
It sounds fun. It's definitely different. I remember when that game was first announced. I was watching. I remember doing a live stream of that Spike Chunsoft event, and I remember everyone seeing it, and everybody looked like they liked it. I don't remember anybody really saying like,
I don't think anyone hated it, but people were like shrugged it off because it's like it's not Danganronpa.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because everyone saw the characters and was like, oh, it's Danganronpa. Oh my god, it looks so cool. And then like I'd say when the game when it released, everyone was kind of like, oh, it's a dungeon crawling game. Yeah. Okay.
Which it still was. It's a ton of fun. I'm sad that people wrote it off as just nothing special, I guess you can say.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I actually hear a lot of good things about the game, and the game actually has really good Steam reviews too. Yep. Like, it's like you said, it's a very underrated game.
True. There's also another game that I'm about to stream that I'm pretty sure you know of, that I've actually been teasing to my channel for a while, that Travis actually recommended. I want to see if you can guess it. So I'm going to give you... So I'm going to give you 3 hints. It's a visual novel is your first hint.
Okay.
Your second hint is that it's a translation from Japanese to English. And it's a very highly rated Japanese game. And then English actually was also very highly rated with all of its like over 100 endings. And your third hint is you know there's that new game that just got announced by Spike Chunsoft?
Yeah.
So it's I can't remember. It's like Death something. I can't remember the name. It's escaping me. But you know about that, I'm sure.
I think it's called Death Come True. Yeah.
Yeah, Death Come True. It has the same sort of style as that, with all like the full motion video, like kind of cutscene sort of things.
It's a Spike Chunsoft game, isn't it? Or you're not gonna give me that hint?
I don't believe it's actually Spike Chunsoft.
Wait, is it that Suda 51 visual novel?
I believe you are correct.
What is it called? Because I wanted to play that game a long time ago.
I believe me and you were even talking about this as well.
I think so. The Silver Case. That game?
Not the Silver Case.
Okay.
We might be thinking of a different one. I'll give you maybe a little bit more of a hint. There's a Japanese city in the title and numbers.
Oh, Shibuya.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Spike Chunsoft game.
Is it a Spike Chunsoft? I thought that was somebody else. But yeah.
Maybe you're right.
Regardless, it's
something.
428 Shibuya Shuffle. I'm gonna be streaming that starting January.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Chat's been spending so long trying to figure it out, and people are like, "Oh, it could be this. It could be a dating game. It could be this." And I'm like, if anyone's gonna guess it, it's either gonna be Blaze or like somebody who knows the game.
Yeah, that's a Spike Chunsoft game, and it came out.
Rated. Also,
It got rated really high. I hear it's a really good game, and I remember when we actually watched the announcement, the remaster for the remaster or whatever, and people said I looked like one of the Asian guys because there's an Asian guy in it with an afro.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I'm super excited because I'm also streaming starting in January. I'm also streaming Spore as well.
Really?
Going.
I haven't seen anything about sports since like, oh my god.
Yeah, they definitely stopped that. Also, Siren, I see what you did. I'll get to that in a moment. Dude, Spore, like, there's actually. Do you know the game Darkspore?
Oh, what is that?
It's made a third person like exploration game for Spore called Darkspore. With like skills and abilities. It was really, really fun, and then they canceled the servers, and then there's actually a small community that's rebuilding the game with offline mode because you had to be online for the game, and they're remaking the game with offline mode, which is pretty awesome. I'm super hyped for it.
It's actually kind of dope.
Yeah. Also, side note, because we talked about Jigsaw earlier, today's Jigsaw's birthday, so happy birthday to Jigsaw.
Oh, happy birthday!
Christmas Eve, of all days, too.
I know, that's gotta be a fun birthday. Like, everyone forgets about your birthday because they're just like, yeah, we'll see you on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, we will...
Get your presents then.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how people with, like, those sort of birthdays... Like, Crow, I don't know how you do it, man.
My little brother has a December birthday, and he even gets screwed over on presents. And
Really?
his birthday's on the 12th. Yeah, because people will be like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you like one present now, and then like you can get your rest, you know, on Christmas."
That's crazy.
I'm just like, ooh.
Also, so something else that happened while we were talking is I know somebody donated, and I think it was Siren.
They just said it in chat.
Yeah. That's the thing with Tetris is, because I don't know how much experience you have with Tetris, but you kind of have to focus on, like, everything in the game at every given moment. I find it relaxing, so.
Just is one of those old school games that I've never got into.
Really?
Yeah.
I talked about this in a video, actually, where I used to play this with my grandparents.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We just have a lot of fun. They used to teach me everything. I didn't know anything about like T-spins or anything, because that's like really high level play. But I still just would have fun with it just normally.
I heard the competitive side of it gets really tough.
Oh, you have no idea, man. The competitive community in this game is like insane. Like, they are legitimately... I don't know how they are as good as they are. To be honest, though, like, this is something I'm noticing, where if I usually have, like, Co-Comm, which is something I've actually been getting into lately, is just having people, like, join in on streams and just, you know, we just talk about whatever the hell is going on.
Right.
Like... doing this sort of stuff, it's like...
You should do it on your chill streams, like your tester streams and stuff.
Dude, I mean, I've been doing it on Dead by Daylight lately.
That's a good game.
Dude, Dead by Daylight, I've been, like, streaming the crap out of that game, mainly because, like, there's missions that they have going on right now. And there's some intense missions, that's for sure.
Play it on PC?
Yeah.
Saw you hyped for some DLC that they had recently, because I saw you talking about it on Twitter not too long ago.
Yeah, no, they had a There's a new killer that they released called the Oni, which is
Oh.
this giant demon guy with like a big fucking sword and like slicing people in half, pretty much. Plus, it's just a fun game to play with friends, to be real.
I'm scared of that game. I played because Jordan and them bought that game for me. They gifted it to me on Steam.
I was about to say,
like,
weren't we talking? I feel like we talked about the fact of like Jordan wanting to play it. I'm like, dude, I love that game, and you were just like, no, I'm not a big fan of this, champ. And I'm just like, Blaze, you're playing this game. Dude, there's no reason to be scared of that game. There's no reason to be scared of that game, man.
Anytime someone runs at me, like if I see the killer, I start screaming immediately. Like it just, the adrenaline goes through my body. Like I'm literally in the game.
Dude, if you have it for PC, I will teach you how to play the game. We will do custom mode because I have to teach you how to play the game then. I'd have to teach Moon on how to play the game a little bit better. Someone in my chat, Cassie, she just purchased the game. And then there's one other person who, you know, just purchased the game as well. And I'm like, listen, I'll teach you all how to play, and that way we can all be scared together.
Is there like a competitive side to that game where like it's
kind of competitive. Also, we somehow won again. I wasn't paying attention there.
My God, you did.
Yeah. Also, Siren, thanks for the $2. Natolig Lawlin from Wales, Katathi. Thank you, Siren. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. Also, happy holidays to everybody. So there kind of is a competitive mode in the game, where when you're playing again in public matches, there's like a ranking system, but like it's not. The ranking system only just has you play with other people. There's no real big deal to it.
Oh.
Like one of my friends, Cube, he plays the game. He probably played the game way more than I do, and he is ranked it's ranked 20 all the way to 1 being the best, rank 20 is the worst, and he is ranked 16, I think. But he's been playing far longer than me. But the main thing is, like, most of the time he like screws around and such, and sometimes makes the killer look like a fool, and like we just like to joke around. I mean, that's why also one of our commands, which that's something I've also been getting into more and more, is making commands. One of the commands that we have for the channel is called is !oink, which I'm pretty sure somebody's about to put in chat. Because have you seen the Saw movies?
Yeah, I love the Saw movies.
Okay, so they have Amanda from Saw in the game. Which I don't know if you know.
Do they?
Yeah, she's the pig.
Oh my God.
So you can actually play as her. And if you see in chat there, there's !oink, where Cube was actually, we were all in a call, we were playing, and we ran across a pig player who found out that we were just way better than her. It was pretty much, she had no chance against us. So what
to remember, Amanda from Saw was the girl that had the thing, in the very first movie, she had the thing on her head, and she had to like cut open the guy's body for the key.
Yep. She had the reverse bear trap.
Okay.
You are correct. But yeah, she is in the game. This pig player was just having a terrible time. Like, they could not get us whatsoever. So it got to the point where we were just like, screw it. We're just gonna mess around. And she would just crouch, and essentially when Amanda crouches in the game, she oinks. So all you have is this pig just oinking and just like crouching behind Cube, just sadly oinking because she realized she lost the game.
Oh my God.
Only for us to just give the game to her because we're just like, you know what? This is funny. We'll let you win. And there's a thing in the game called endgame collapse, where essentially if the game's almost at its end, there'll be a timer that counts down. So it stops people from just like delaying the game. And if it runs out, it immediately kills all alive players. So we just let it run down and just died right in front of her, and the pig's just looking around so sad, like, where are my friends?
That is so cool.
Yeah. It was a ton of fun. I recommend it. And if you and Jordan want to get back into it, dude, like, I've been streaming.
You have to buy her?
Yeah. I think she's only like... say $5.
I'm curious about that game is like, how do they have the rights to put some of those characters in that, in the game?
Yeah,
I wonder if they actually have to go up to the Saw like the movie.
They did have to purchase the rights. Yes, they did.
Because you remember the Friday the 13th game got screwed over because of that.
Yeah.
Didn't ask for
any rights
permission, and that game got destroyed.
Yeah. But no, they actively talk about how they work with other, like the creators of those movies, just to make sure they have the character right. So that way it's not like
That's
a
cool.
hidden thing. Because they have, I think to this day, so they have Michael Myers from Halloween. They have Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
They have Leatherface, which is, in my opinion, the scariest killer of all time. Just being real there. What else do they have? They have... I'm like drawing a blank, because I know they have quite a few. They also have just a lot of like really cool, unique killers as well. I feel like I'm missing one. Plus the lore in that game.
They have don't they have one of the characters from The Strangers in it?
Oh yeah, no, they have Stranger Things. That's right. I was like, I knew there was one. They have Steve and Nancy from Stranger Things, as well as the Demogorgon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That was a huge, like, kind of cross-promotion sort of thing, if I recall correctly.
I remember seeing the promotion for that.
Dude, it's just... The fact that they got Stranger Things to begin with is just amazing.
Good show.
I have not seen it, actually.
You should. It's definitely a
That's
good
definitely
show.
worth it.
Did you, are you a big horror, like, enthusiast? Like, do you watch a lot of horror movies?
Not exactly. Like, horror movies, I'm one of those people who is like a pansy, so like, horror movies, man, are not my thing. Listen, man, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Like, if I'm scared of something, I'm scared of something, and I will fully admit to it.
Love horror movies and games,
You do?
but I'm scared of them. Yeah. But I like to be scared.
Damn, I lost. It's, yeah, dude, I can't, what was the Curse of La Mulala, I think was the last horror movie I saw. And it was, it's like a Spanish horror film that my friend Alex wanted to see. Him and I went, and I just hid behind my hat the whole entire time. I'm like, yeah, I'm not about this. I'm not about this at all.
I'm not about that.
Dude, even when I played, because I played FNAF on the channel like half blind, because I remember watching a Let's Play of it like ages ago. Didn't remember it, and I was like, you know what? It's Halloween, first year doing this. Why not? We'll play FNAF. And I fell out of my chair the first jump scare. Like literally,
oh my God.
Chair fell back, like on the ground. The biggest scream. Like, horror games are not my forte, man. Heck, I even streamed, because I have the Oculus since I'm with my parents now.
Right.
I have Duck Season.
Wait, you have that?
Yeah,
I heard it's a really fun game.
It is a lot of fun, and I did a full playthrough, so I got every single ending and everything. But oh my gosh, like the first time we streamed that fully without a hitch, because the Oculus is really weird to stream with, just because of all the little stipulations and everything. Like literally I'd say about after like 10 minutes into the game, like chat is just like, Kit, you're shaking like a ton. Like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And it gets really bad, like, the further we go in, because I'm, like, on the ground, like, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I don't know why. Well, yeah, I just can't do horror, man.
I think Jigsaw asked me what my thoughts on Resident Evil 3 Remake were. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. as long as they use the RE engine like they did with the last remake, should be good. I will say this: people are going to be surprised when they see Nemesis because he ain't no Mr. X, that's for sure. And having him run around, because he's gonna run at people, that's gonna be crazy. Like that's gonna really like cause some good reactions for a lot of YouTubers, especially if no one's ever played that game before. Resident Evil 3 was a great game, but man, seeing that game in HD remade, that's gonna be a whole new experience. Seriously.
The only Resident Evil game I've played is 5.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you're in luck because they're remaking all of them. It seems like.
I mean, true. Because at E3 they had the E3 that we were going to. There was Resident Evil 2.
Yup. The remake was coming out for that.
I mean, I do want to play the Resident Evils. I've heard 4 is really good.
I love 4. I love 4. I actually really do like 5.
Dude, I love 5.
It's like the best co-op game.
I fully agree. That's why, like, I always find myself coming back to that game just to stream either, well, not really stream it, but like just play it in my free time and be like, you know what? I'm just really feeling just playing some co-op today, playing some Resident Evil. And the only reason like people say it's bad, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, this game is terrible. I think the only reason people say it's bad is just because it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can recall a time I've been scared in that game.
I mean, what's weird is like people have like two perceptions of, there's like two types of Resident Evil fans, and it's like the ones that like the games that are like 4 and up. So like 4 and 5 are both like not really scary games. They're really tense, but they're not gonna scare you.
From what I understand.
Hey, and then you have 6, which is like a super action horror game. I guess you can call it a horror game. And then there's the other fans that really like, you know, like that old school, slow pace. You don't know what zombie's gonna be around the corner kind of thing. Like they really like that, you know, with the really eerie sounding music and all of that. Like they like that, and it's really, I don't know which Resident Evil games I like, because honestly I like them all. I like the action ones and I like the scary ones, and I like what they did with Resident Evil 7. I thought Resident Evil 7 was really cool.
Is that Biohazard? Or not Biohazard?
Yeah.
It's something like along those lines. Because that's the VR game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it does have VR to it now. It does have VR support.
Nice. Yeah, there's just so many games out that I keep being told to play. Because I've been told to play... gosh, I can't even remember. I'm trying to remember the name of the games people keep telling me to play. I know people keep telling me to play Mirror's Edge. I've heard that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, Mirror's Edge is like, oh my gosh. I love that game. You would love that game. That's a game that you could play multiple times, and each time is a new experience. I love it.
Really now.
Game is completely parkour based.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, isn't it a parkour like sort of game?
But there's so many different ways to traverse the map that it's awesome. And if you really get into the controls and you get really good at it, like you can get around the maps like really fast. It's a really fun speedrunning game.
Dude, speedrunning game. Have you ever played the game Speedrunners?
Seen it.
Dude, that game is so good.
Right.
Somebody, like, oh gosh, somebody was playing it the other day and was like, you need to join us for this. And I'm like, it's been a while since I played Speedrunners. But I mean, it's so much fun. Because all it is just going through the place as fast as you possibly can. And pretty much hoping for the best, that no one else screws you up.
Right. I think I watched Markiplier play it. Him or Jacksepticeye, one of the two.
Sounds about right. They have their people have their games that they play, so dang, just got the top 10. Playing more brutal. Bye, Queen Cheese. Take it easy. I'm not paying attention to chat at all. We're just talking like normal. This is all we did when I was over in Cali, which I was supposed to go to Cali past
This year?
What's up?
Earlier this year?
Yeah, I was supposed to go earlier this year. I think I was gonna go right before I moved out, and then my finances like dropped and just tanked.
Right.
So, but I should be coming back eventually, because dude, we gotta hang out again. That was probably some of the most fun I've ever had.
I'd love to. I'd love to do that again. I remember we went to Dave and Buster's, didn't we? That was so cool.
Dave and Buster's. You. The first time I ever had sushi as well was you showed me the sushi place.
He was obsessed.
Dude, I still am. Cause at my old job.
Still eat it?
Yeah, there's a all you can eat sushi place that's actually it's $20 for all you can eat sushi over here.
What's your favorite sushi roll?
I'd say the dragon roll, I believe is what it.
I like.
Like, as long as it's spicy, I'm okay with it. But dude, we like. I also remember the that one place where they like criticized me for not eating eggs. I don't remember what the.
Wait, where was that?
It was like because there was some really awesome they had really awesome orange juice. I remember that. But it was like that breakfast place we went to.
Oh, did we go to? We went there. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. What was off the top of my head? It's right down the street from me. I know what you're talking about, though. That place is so good. They have
it's so good, but
I remember you said it was good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's super, super good. But we were like, I was like, oh, I don't like eggs. Like, well, why didn't you ask without eggs? I'm like, didn't think that far. I remember like, I mean, to be fair, like, I understand, like, it essentially was a waste of food, because I didn't really eat it, but
true.
At the same time, listen, I don't like eggs.
Is it scrambled eggs?
No, it was just like a regular, like, I think it was like a sunny side up egg, that's all it was.
You like scrambled? Or you just don't like eggs, period?
I just don't like eggs, period. I can't get over that texture. So, good times. Man, dude, this past, like, month has just been me going down memory lane with, like, everybody. Because it's been, like I said, forever and a day since we talked. Because both of us are just hella busy. And then, somewhere recently, I got back in contact with, when I was playing Gmod, the jailbreak community that I was a part of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we all created a Discord server, just to reflect on, like, everything when we were all, like, hanging out together constantly. And it was fucking badass. Like, they pulled up recently, because I used to be the co-owner of the server at one point. So I had to like write all the rules and like how to play jailbreak and everything. And they pulled up like what is that website called? The Wayback Machine, I think is what it is. Where you can go see like old websites there that no longer exist.
Oh yeah.
So they did that, and one guy was able to find the server and get like the old files, and I just read through like my old rules, and it's just like my old name, Terranian Wolf, 200 plus hours playing the game, and I'm like,
oh my god,
I've spent so long and like writing all the stuff. It's just a huge blast in the past. Also, what up, Spring? How's it going? It's also, side note, because Spring is here, and I just have to plug this. Do you know about Zeldathon?
Dude, I watch Zeldathon all the time.
So, like,
I love
Spring
them.
is doing Zeldathon awareness. He's been streaming. He streamed some Breath of the Wild. I think it was 2 days ago now. I got to Co-Comm in, but you know, we should all, you know, everyone should support Zeldathon because Zeldathon's awesome.
I love Zeldathon because I'm a big fan of Super MC Gamer, and
oh yeah,
from him I like got into like his streams and stuff, and then like I saw like how he was always doing the Zeldathon thing, and I was like, this is awesome,
dude. He always does all the charity events because because I'm pretty sure you know the Runaway guys, right?
Yeah.
They did Runaway Coliseum, and he was the main person who got that all set up.
That is so cool. I didn't know that though. I didn't know he was the main person that got that set up.
Yeah, because they played what is that game called, Werewolf?
Yeah.
And because he was doing all the audio and everything, and then they look over and they're just like, "Yo, MC, you get your butt over here. You're playing."
Ha!
Also, this round is not gonna end well.
Actually, is it on right now?
I believe it's on the 27th, if I recall correctly.
Because they were doing something last night. Right. Cooking or something.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to plug the 26th? Yeah, go ahead, Spring. Also, all the whelps. Also, has anyone's waifu been called trash yet? I know Blaze and I are immune from that right now, unless Blaze types in chat. Do you actually use Streamlabs Trapbot at all, Blaze?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been just messing around with like all the different commands at this point, and just we've created some interesting things. Is what I'll say. Everyone calling each other's waifu trash. Just beautiful. Are you promoting on Thursday? Alright, sounds good, Spring. Sounds good. So yeah, if you guys like Zelda, the day before the Zeldathon, go check out Spring's channel. Promote some Zeldathon, and then go watch Zeldathon on the 27th. The very next day. So I also gotta ask, Blaze, since you do
What
work in
the
retail,
heck?
or
What
what?
trolled me? And then like that came up. So, you thought man was just so you're ranking the chat wrong. You just decided that Baba is waifu.
Oh, you
What
got
the
you
fuck?
got Baba'd. You got Baba'd, man. I can't believe it. Who pranked you? Did Baba prank you?
No.
Oh,
I think it was Lily.
Lily, GG. All right, so context for that. There's somebody that watches the streams a lot. We call him Baba mainly because one of my friends, Kormora, she was streaming Baba's You, and he was like just taking charge and knew like everything you possibly could about the game. And at one point during Dead by Daylight, we were talking about who the ultimate waifu in chat was, and I'm like thinking quietly, I'm like, because I'm in a call with Cube, I'm like, Cube, say a name from chat, and he's just like, Baba. I'm like, you did this then. So now anytime somebody does exclamation mark rank, they have decided that Baba is waifu.
Oh gosh.
Also, now that you typed in chat, you are now subject to people calling your waifu trash. If the
No.
command happens. You gotta protect your waifus, man.
But my waifus are the best.
Who
Can't
is
do
your
this to me.
Who is your ultimate waifu? Chat will decide
No,
if
I'm
it's
not gonna
trash or
say.
not. It's Nanami, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I
She
knew
will never
it was.
die. She will never be trash.
I mean, we are playing Tetris right now, man.
What were you about to say about retail? Go ahead, ask me a question. I interrupted you.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you like the holidays, even though like being in retail, with how absolutely insane things must get?
You know, normally I hate the holidays because of all of the greed that I see every single day. But I will say, this year has been a great one. Like, I haven't really seen any greedy people. No one got mad at me for not having a particular item or anything like that. Like, I had no problems with anybody really this year.
Gotcha. So when you say like greed, like they just wanted you to get them
Certain things.
like presents.
Like, I remember, oh my god, what was it, 2 years ago, there was this lady, it was when the Switch first came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the neon Switch was really hard to find
yeah
back then? Well, honestly, the Switch was just hard to find, period, but
yeah, it took me a while.
the neon one was really hard to find. Somebody had told her, I think she's lying though, but she said that somebody told her that we were going to have the neon one in stock on Black Friday. And I was like, there's no way we would ever have that in stock. And there's no way no one would ever tell her that. So she came in expecting the neon one, but we had the gray one. So she had the gray one in her hands, right? She was going to buy it. But she was like arguing with my manager and me saying like, this is BS. You guys were supposed to have the neon one. Somebody told me this, that, and the third. And me and my manager just sitting there like, dude, does it really matter? Like, you have a Switch in your hands for your kid. Like, your kid's still gonna get a great gift either way. And you can buy the Joy-Cons separately because the Joy-Cons don't determine the color of the actual Switch itself.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know, she like really handed it to me and my manager, and basically my manager was like, you know what, we're just gonna give you a discount. So she got like $100 off a Switch.
Damn.
Due to inconvenience. And yeah. And I just thought that was so greedy because it's like you're literally gonna complain that you didn't get a certain colored item. Like, the item's in your hand. Like, how is that such a detriment to you or your kid that's going to get a Christmas gift? And I just remember that year just having a lot of problems with people. And like, I remember the Frozen was really big that year, and people wanted the life-size Anna and Elsa dolls at that time, and we didn't have them all the time. And it was like every phone call, somebody was looking for those dolls, and if we didn't have them, they were like, "Whoa, somebody told me this." And it's just like, ugh. Bad year.
Yeah, dude. Sounds like it.
This year we didn't really have any big gifts. I think nothing was too hyped this year for kids because, you know, the Switch has kind of been a thing. PlayStation, everyone's kind of already had one by now. Xbox, there was no like really big toy release this year. You know, even though Frozen did come out this year, they didn't bring back the life-size Anna and Elsa doll, so nobody cared about that as much. So this year was just kind of one of those solid years where I just feel like people just went and bought their kids like whatever they could find.
That's pretty good though, compared to like just people arguing. Because I remember even like when I worked at the laser tag arena, like there was people who would argue because they just want like the gift cards. Because essentially when I worked there, they had gift cards that would be if you wanted to like bring a friend or something, it would be like you could do unlimited laser tag for like $10, which was just ridiculous, and people were all about that.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it's super cheap, and it was a super good deal, to be fair. But, like, people would always be like, oh, you guys aren't offering this, well, you guys... And just, like, losing it. And I almost, like, lost my, like, Christmas spirit because of that, just because of people being, like, super nitpicky.
Just for one freaking deal.
I know. I don't know, some people are just not really grateful and, like, realize, like, the stuff they have. Like, let's be honest, like, the Switch is awesome. I mean, heck, I'm playing the Switch right now, to be fair. But at the same time, there's no reason to be, like, super pricky about the fact is, like, oh, you don't have this one thing that I really want, but I don't need it. It's a gaming system, for crying out loud.
Right. And I guess it would be different if, like, if it was the Switch's actual, like, physical color. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would make sense, but it was the Joy-Cons. Like, the Joy-Cons don't determine the Switch's color. Like, you can buy Joy-Cons, you can buy skins for the Joy-Cons. You know what I mean? Like, you can make your Joy-Cons different colors. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's such a fixable issue that I feel like that lady just wanted to blow it out of proportion so she could have something to, you know, so she could get a discount.
Dude, people would do anything for discounts. It's crazy. Like, people will go to great lengths just to do everything they possibly can to get as little money as possible. Take it from somebody who used to did like website hosting work for a while. Like, people will just outright lie and cry to you and like beg for like everything.
See that all the time. I mean, there's this, because in California they have this law where like basically any kind of like retailer has to basically honor whatever price is in front of an object. So if I have a really expensive item, let's say like the newest toy that's normally $200, if that's in front of like $100 price tag, we got to honor the $100 price, or you know, they could sue Target for that. So I've seen people either print out their own like price tags or take the price tags and swap them.
Jeez,
Literally.
really?
So I've seen people do it with strollers because everybody wants strollers. They're really expensive. I've seen people take like a $200 stroller and put it behind like a $50 price tag, and they're like, "Oh, well, you got to give it to me for $50 now."
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
at that time, we have to honor it. But sometimes the security will go back on the cameras and see like, just to see if anybody tampered with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's been a couple times where people have like taken price tags off and put new ones on, so they can, you know, get their way.
I gotcha. Also, hello, Carly. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, notice in chat. But yeah, dude, people are super scummy. Like, this year just feels different for some reason. Like, people feel nicer. And that might just be me, though.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Something in the air. People are not being pricks. And it's just like,
Next year will be a bad year, though.
Next
Because
year,
the
people are just
PS4
like,
and Xbox, or PS5 and the new Xbox will be out, and everybody will be trying to buy it. You won't be able to find it anywhere. People will be complaining.
Here's my question there. Is the new Xbox really going to be something that a lot of people buy?
Or not.
Because, like, I think that the PS5 definitely is going to be bought. Sony is Sony, and they just kick ass. Especially with, like, their games and such that they have. But I don't think that people would just be all about the, oh my gosh,
Your Xbox.
The Xbox, yeah.
With Microsoft, big rant, but I'll try to sum it up. My biggest thing about Microsoft is like, I feel like they're confused on what they really want to be with the Xbox. Like, I feel like they want to be a PC company, PC based, but like they've always been. But like, they know that they can't really compete in the console race anymore. And there's probably no benefit for them being in the console race, to be honest. But it's like, they're just doing it to do it.
Yeah.
At this point. Because, I mean, like, think about it. What exclusives does this Xbox One have? They have, like, barely any. Microsoft barely has any, like, studios really working to pump out any new games either. And, I mean, the Xbox One has been a media box, like, literally this whole entire generation.
Yeah, like, I have an Xbox One. I purchased it just to do, because I was going to play Monster Hunter World with a friend, and then he sold his. I'm like, well, how to find more people to play, which you were playing Monster Hunter World in stream recently, weren't you?
Yeah, it's still a good game.
It is.
They added so much stuff.
But it's still, like, I just shelved it, and I talked about this because I've been even streaming Viva Pinata still, and it's just like, the good games were definitely still from Rare for Xbox, and definitely, like, when Microsoft bought them and then just had to making just garbage tier games, it definitely, like, I don't even think it just hurt the Xbox and hurt a lot of gamers' feelings probably, but it also just it probably just demoralized like people from making games on the Xbox anymore. Especially
Let's
people
be
just
honest,
getting
though.
bought out.
The 360 was very lucky of a console. Like, I know everybody loves the 360 and it's like held over everyone's head. Like, everyone's like 360 is like the god of consoles. But let's be honest, the 360 was very lucky. It was in a time where online gaming blew up, literally went insane, and it was the only console to really do anything with online gaming, with games like Halo, Call of Duty at the time. You had any game online that was big was on the 360.
Very true.
So, Microsoft was really lucky at that time. But now, online gaming is very prevalent. You know what I mean? Like we all do it now. It's not the newest best thing anymore, and they don't really have anything. They lost all of their deals with like Activision. So like Call of Duty has all kinds of exclusive deals with PlayStation now. Yeah. And it's just like
it's like, what do we like?
And now with Fortnite on every console, it's like oof.
No, I fully agree. Like, I can't think of like what I would use my Xbox for anymore, other than like it looks good on a shelf. I'm being serious. Like, that's like, what else am I supposed to do with it?
You play Halo.
I mean, that's true. Halo is also just dope in
That's
general.
on PC now, by the way.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I've been told I need to get back into Halo eventually.
To play that actually, because I'm a big Halo fan, and I'm probably gonna buy the Master Chief Collection on PC pretty soon.
But like, everything's just slowly moving over to PC. I'm not saying like, you know, everything is moving over. Like, you still got I can't think of it. There's just a lot that's being moved over to just the PC in general.
Yeah. I don't think Microsoft doesn't have a game that's exclusive to Xbox One anymore. Like, I think most of them all went to PC.
Yep.
The console.
Yeah. That's what like sucks. Is like, I still think that the Xbox was still like really cool overall, but it's now just not anything special. Now, real talk though, like, original Xbox, like, where's my Fusion Frenzy?
Right, great games like that. I even liked Oddworld. Munch's Odyssey was on there. I loved Oddworld on the original.
Fusion Frenzy, I just really want to play that game again now. Every time I bring it up, I'm just like, you know what? So, who wants to sit down? Let's play some Fusion Frenzy. Friendships will be lost, but that's okay. We all have to come to this.
Why did they never do anything with that game series?
With Fusion Frenzy?
Yeah, where is it?
Dude, your guess is as good as mine.
That game was good.
It was.
Remember having Halo 1, and in Halo 1 you could actually play demos, and the Fusion Frenzy demo was on there, and I would play it all the time, and I finally got the game like later on as a kid, but I remember just being so addicted just playing the demo of it, and then when I finally got it, I was so hyped.
Dude, it's a great game.
You can play it on the Xbox One, apparently.
Can you?
Yeah.
Dude, there's Fusion Frenzy 1, Fusion Frenzy 2. Also, Wesley, thank you for the Wesley raid. Gosh, there's just so many good games from like Xbox era, and even some of like the old Xbox 360 games that like I'm still like looking at like Gears of War and this, like the Assassin's Creed before Assassin's Creed moved over to PC. And then again, Assassin's Creed's on PS4.
Oh yeah. The ports are poop.
The ports of Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. Most of them have been pretty poop.
I mean, because I ended up streaming the first Assassin's Creed game blind because I never actually played it before. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a port, I thought. But I'm guessing some of the later ones probably get pretty bad.
I remember 4 being pretty bad. I think I have 1 through 5 on mine. 1 through 4, I think, actually, on my PC. And all of them work well. I remember 4 being really bad when it first released, but now I think they fixed it since then.
That's good. I know I gotta get, because 4 is Black Flag, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard Black Flag is super good.
It is. Boat gameplay was amazing.
Dude, anything with boats just usually is good. Sea of Thieves. I don't care how bad I am at Sea of Thieves, I still love that game.
My friend tried to play that game and he hates it. He hates that game.
Dude, so little brother plays the crap out of it. Like him and his buddy will always like just be playing it. And
right.
Oh shit. This is called me fucking up. Well, that was a really quick one. What up, Phoenix? What up, Caitlin? that was a really bad fuck up. Like, I'm pretty bad at it. But it's like it's also a very big like exploration game. Because all it is sailing around, finding treasure, and then sometimes fighting ships if you find somebody. That's really it.
Right.
My little brother loves the crap out of that game and just destroys everybody. Like, I sat down one day and just watched him play it, and I'm just like, I need tips, because my friend Cora and I, we've been streaming it. We're not really doing the best. We lose to everybody. Like, what are we doing wrong? And I watch him. He has this little sloop, 2 people against, like, galleons with 4 people and such. And he's just like, oh, just watch us. 4v1, like, no big deal. He just demolishes them. And I'm just like, apparently I have a lot to learn.
Your brother is like a professional pirate.
Apparently.
He owns the seas.
He sails the 7 seas and owns the 7 seas. It's also interesting seeing how much my brothers have grown when it comes to playing games. Because I remember when I was younger, like, beating their ass in Smash.
Oh yeah.
And lo and behold, did a Smash stream with 2 little brothers. I'm getting my ass literally handed to me. Like, definitely on a silver platter. It's just, you know, ass cheeks are just right there. You know, there's no hope for Kit. Meanwhile, you have my brothers just chilling, kicking everybody's butt. There's, like, no hope for anybody. There's just screaming going on, and my brother's just snarkily like, man, that was a good fight, even though you lost again. I'm like, thanks, man.
I feel like back in the day, I was really good at Smash, but now that online is such a thing, I've noticed I'm really not that good.
Yeah, that's, I think, with
like, I remember being able to beat like the whole neighborhood. Like, I'd just be like, yeah, my friends would come over, I'd kill them, I'd destroy them in Smash. But now that like online's a thing, like I play online and I'm like, oh, I just lost like every game. Right?
Yeah. Dude, I'm even just going back to even Tetris. Like, that's how I feel with Tetris, but in like the opposite respect. Because I never thought I was like really any good at Tetris, and then as people said, once Tetris 99 came out, like, all that happened is, like, everyone's inner Tetris, like, godhood just showed up, and it's just like, yeah, no, we're gonna kick some butt. It's like, man, I've been training my whole life for this. Meanwhile, me was like, yeah, I played Tetris quite a bit, and holding my own, so. But we also streamed Smash when it came out, huh?
We did.
It was, you mean Jordan.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played that game in eons. There's just been so many other Switch games that I like that I haven't had time to play Smash anymore.
Yeah, no, I completely get you.
I like Fire Emblem a lot.
I mean, have you seen our Dimitri command? Have you seen our Dimitri command?
Yep.
There's 2 of them, actually.
There's 2?
yes and no. So there's Dimitri 1 and Dimitri 2. The one that you probably saw, because I see Carly's in chat, and the command was specifically made for Carly. Carly being Carkits. Because she loves Dimitri so much. We made the first command just to poke fun at her because, actually, fun fact, this is Dead by Daylight trivia. There is a map in Dead by Daylight called Coldwind Farm, which is just a giant farm. And there is a tree in the game that is just a tree with a bunch of dead pigs on it.
Yeah.
The community in Dead by Daylight gave the tree the name Da Meat Tree.
No, they didn't.
Yep,
no,
they did.
They didn't.
They totally did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No,
So
that's
what
perfect, though.
So what I did was when I found that out and Carly joined, because I think we were co-comming, because she hops into co-comm sometimes for Dead by Daylight. I'm like, wait, I have this brilliant idea of something I literally just learned, and there's Dimitri 1, which I know somebody will pull it up, do it in chat right now.
Pulled both of them up.
Oh yeah, there's both of them up. Lily has both of them up right now. Dimitri, noun, the tree with a bunch of pigs on the Coldman Farm map in Dead by Daylight. Carkits loves Dimitri. Possibly might be a pasta-haired guy from Fire Emblem.
Oh god. Where am I?
Dude, like I said, I've just been messing around with commands lately. It's just great.
Arcade just came in and was like, I'm back, what's your father, Dimitri?
We're showing Blaze the commands.
The meat tree.
Good old meat tree.
What were your thoughts on Fire Emblem, though? Did you like it?
I really do like it. I need to get back into playing it. Just, I haven't played it in a minute. Mainly because, like, you know me with my completionist aspect of just everything.
Yeah, you beat things to, like...
Yeah, I overthought.
You try to get everything.
Yeah, I overthought, really. Because I was trying to figure out, like, how I can maximize getting, like, everyone's, like, support conversation in one fell swoop. Which I could do, but I, like, panicked, essentially, because I thought I couldn't do it. And it took my friend Chris, like, talking to me and was like, dude, you know you're, like, super ridiculously close to, like, getting all of that? I'm like, wait, really? He's like, dude, you're gonna easily get every single max, support conversation in one run based on how you're playing right now. So I have to get back into it.
I'm mad, actually. Like, I kind of pissed myself off of that game because... Okay, I wasn't good at Fire Emblem Fates. There was something with that game where, like, that game's, like, difficulty was just... I don't know. It was hard. I was really good at Awakening, but I sucked at Fates for some reason. I couldn't play Birthright or Conquest. Like, those games were just way too hard, right? So,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Me remembering that, I'm like, alright, well, this is the new game, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna play on casual. And I'm playing on casual, and I'm just like, oh, this game's not that hard. Like, I could have played this game on classic easily.
Yeah.
It upsets me. Because now I'm just like, oh, this game's too easy. Like, I feel like I'm just running through people.
Yeah.
Gotta play on maddening, bro. That's where it's at.
Yeah, I've heard I gotta play on maddening. I still gotta finish the first run because I did Blue Lions first. But still, there's...
You got so close that game. 4th place.
Yeah. Dude, I've been getting like 3rd and 4th constantly, just playing bad. Also, I gotta show you this coffee. So my mom bought me this new coffee today. I just want you to look at the label, and I want you to tell me how you think this tastes.
Wait, full screen so I can see. Monster?
Monster coffee.
Monster coffee?
Yeah.
Where can I get me a Monster coffee? I need it.
Do you have Safeway?
No, I haven't seen Safeway since like Northern California.
Oh, that's where my mother purchased
But
it.
she got it there?
Yeah. There's got to be other places though. But like, it actually, not gonna lie, it tastes pretty good.
Me and my girlfriend would drink the shit out of that if that existed.
I mean, it does exist. I can confirm this.
Oh, it's at Target?
Is it
I
at Target?
haven't seen it at Target.
I mean, if it's at Target,
Oh.
then like...
Might have to make a trip.
Sorry guys, I gotta go. Like, this... The Monster's calling me right now. It's, you know how Monster is. Always wanting some attention.
That's crazy. How does it taste?
So it's gonna sound weird, but like, stick with me here. So I want you to imagine you're taking a drink of like actual Monster, right? From like just not like anything like flavored, but just Monster. All right? And give it like a little bit of a chocolatey taste.
Ew, no.
But like not like it's not like super bad or anything. Like it actually, in my opinion, tastes pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, like it doesn't sound good, right? Like it shouldn't work.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
But it definitely should not work. But it's like, it works so well. And I'm just like, I don't know how this exists. I don't know if the world needed this. But like, the world has this. And now we're just gonna roll with it.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm actually baffled right now because like I never would have thought Monster Energy would come out with a coffee.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
Does it wake you up pretty well? Like,
I'm wide awake. I went to sleep at probably like 3 in the morning yesterday, and like I am just so far awake right now. Like I feel like I'm not gonna sleep at all tonight.
It's crazy.
Like I'm always with a Monster at this point. I literally, at work yesterday, like we're all getting ready for like finishing the holiday stuff, and I'm doing my work, and my main director walks over and she's just like, hey, you know, would you like anything to drink right now? Because like we're, you know, not much is going on, but if you just, you know, want something to drink, just let us know. And I'm like, oh no, I'm good, thanks. And she's just like, you sure you don't need anything? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just take out another Monster because like I just had a coffee earlier that day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm fine. And just like start drinking the Monster. And she's like, didn't you just have coffee earlier? And I'm like, yeah. Your point?
I'm trying to stay alive here, lady.
Yeah, I'm trying to be awake. Alright, well, I might be losing this round. Yeah, we did. There's 6 people all attacking me at the same time. I wasn't paying attention again.
I'll tell you something else that'll wake you up. Starbucks makes this like, it's a cold espresso drink. And it's a tall can of it.
Really? I went to Starbucks yesterday.
Put it in the fridge. I think they have a vanilla version of it, and then they have a mocha version. The mocha version's way better, in my opinion. Than the vanilla.
Mocha's just great in general. Let's be real.
Right. I swear to you, I used to work at UPS. I would drink one of those. Ladies there, they were like, "We've never seen you move so fucking fast." I was wired for a whole like 8 hours shift.
Oh my gosh.
I was wired. Didn't even slow down.
You're just like, I can see into the future.
Right? It was that bad. And then after my shift, you would think like I would crash or something. I was still good. I was completely content.
Dude,
it was crazy. There was no crash. There was no burn. Nothing. Because usually with Monster, I'll crash after a while.
Yeah.
But with that,
you're just like, I'm set for life.
Right. I was like, this will last me forever. That's a high I've never had before. That was crazy.
People being all like, "Oh man, you need to have some good stuff to get awake." Nope, gotta have just liquid rage right there.
I started packing those in my lunch, like
Dude, when Surge was making a comeback, when I was at the Liz Tech Arena, I'd always like when I finally was able to like purchase some before they went like when they got stopped again. What ended up happening is I would usually like pack like 3 or 4 in my bag because I'm just in case if like I'm feeling any sort of tired. Surge is super good. You can get those at Burger King, by the way, now.
Oh, can you? They're still around?
Yeah, there's so those like giant drink machines that usually have like 200 different like options and such.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have Surge inside theirs. And I thought it was like a fake version of Surge. I was like, there's no way they got like legitimate Surge in here. Nope, they totally did. Like it's legitimately the real thing. The real deal.
I didn't know you liked Surge energy drinks.
Dude, I love Surge.
Surge was actually really good.
Yeah, true. And I know, meanwhile, Carly right now is still trying to figure out the food that we were talking about like a ton of streams ago. So, because there's a lot of foods that I've not really eaten. Because as you know, like you were the first one to get me to eat sushi, which was dope.
Right.
And then I was collabing with Carly for Splatoon, and we were talking about the fact, because like before I started the stream, my dad gave me an orange, and I've actually never eaten an orange up until that point before.
Really?
Yeah, never have. So I ate the orange. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad, not good in my opinion, but it is what it is. And we talked about some sort of food that like she was shocked I've never eaten it besides the orange. And to this day, we still can't figure out what food it was we were talking about.
So it's still a mystery, like you don't remember what it was?
Dude, neither of us remember it. We just know that it was like so shocking that I've never eaten it. Lychee. I mean, I've never had lychee.
I've never had lychee either.
It doesn't sound appetizing, I'll say.
But it's really sweet, actually. But I think it stinks. Is that the one that stinks?
That's durian.
Oh, that's durian.
Durian's the one, like, if you're gonna eat durians, you better have no sense of smell like I do. Because it's just, the smell is so foul. Gosh. Part of me wants to say it was pineapple, because I have had pineapple, first off, just to defend my bases before people start going crazy. I've had pineapple before, but I didn't really have pineapple until, like, way later, I guess you can say. Like, pineapple's pretty good, though. Not gonna lie.
Dude, pineapple is the best. That's my favorite fruit, to be honest. Like, you get some sliced pineapple or some diced pineapples. Oh my god. They're so sweet. That's what I love about pineapples. They're just so sweet. There's so much flavor to them.
Yeah. Gosh, what other foods are out there? Now it just turned into talking about food. Dude, I really wish I know how to cook or learn how to cook. It would be nice.
Have you eaten the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet?
I have not. Have you?
You're telling me you haven't lived life yet.
Alright,
Dude, that freaking chicken sandwich, I'm hooked.
So on a scale
That's
of
my drug.
On 1 to orgasmic, how hooked are you?
Dude, I ate 2. Like, I've never done.
I
this
didn't
before.
eat 1 chicken sandwich. I got both.
I bought 1. I bought 6 biscuits, and I bought 1. Right? I got the spicy one, and I ate it, and I was like, "Oh heck no!" I got back. I didn't even finish the sandwich. Got back in my car, went and bought another one.
Like, I ain't got time for this.
And brought it home. I was like, no, bro. 1 bite, I put the sandwich down and went into my car and said, nope, I gotta get another one. Because I'm about to smack on these.
Jesus. There's some questionable discussions in chat. Don't know if it's real role-playing joke or not, but the subject may be distressing. Is Caitlin doing something, I take it? Because I'm seeing Caitlin. There's a dark conversation going on in chat right now. I'm like, I haven't been focusing on chat at all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just like talking. Caitlin, you doing alright? Might have to time out if need be. Isn't there another sandwich that's coming out soon though, Blaze, that people are super hyped about? That's supposed to be amazing.
Trying to think. The Popeyes one.
Is there a Chick-fil-A sandwich coming out?
There might be a Chick-fil-A one, because, you know, Chick-fil-A is going to have to compete.
I mean, that's true. It is the Chick-fil-A after all. I'm surprised not many people have any issues with Chick-fil-A's name. But that's just because I think
McDonald's has a new one coming out.
What's up?
McDonald's has a new one coming out that's trying to beat out Popeyes and Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? Sure thing, Caitlin. I got you. Hey, what up, Squirty Link? Yeah, I know McDonald's has one. Also, Chick-fil-A, like filleting a chick. It doesn't sound like the best thing. Because I know Chick-fil-A like I haven't had Chick-fil-A in years too, to be fair. But I feel like Chick-fil-A was having like a really like strong sandwich that they were gonna have.
You need one, because after that Popeye sandwich, I ain't going back.
Oh my god.
I ain't going back. You know, because dude, think about it. Like, Popeyes has a better chicken sandwich. It's crispier. It has way more flavor, and on top of that, it's cheaper. Like, you can't beat that. Like a $3 chicken sandwich, that's a perfect price. Chick-fil-A, if you go to Chick-fil-A right now, you're bound to drop $10 on a sandwich right now, with fries and a drink.
Pretty true.
$12 after that. So
You're
yeah,
just kind of...
the Chick-fil-A's just too expensive, and they're small sandwiches too. They're not even that big.
Very, very true. Like, they're... Gosh, and it's been a while for me, so I can't, like, fully speak to it. But, like, it's definitely, like, not... They're not big, if I recall correctly.
Right. And I know, like, everybody praises them because of their customer service, but when have you ever went to a fast food place and really cared about customer service that much? You're just like, give me my food and I'm out. Like, that's all you really care about.
But if you need that sauce, man, if you need the sauce, people go ham for sauce. Let's be real here.
Oh yeah, I remember the Szechuan sauce, the Rick and Morty one.
Yep. Exactly what I'm talking about, man. People go crazy for that sort of stuff. And it's kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, think about it. There are people who, like, they'll spend their entire time being like, I want this frickin' sauce right now. You don't give it to me, you're dead to me. It's like, okay, well, listen, hold on. Back it up a little bit. Let's get on the same page here. Are you okay?
You're gonna give me the sauce. I'm not leaving here without this sauce.
Yeah, are you gonna give me an option here, or no? You're just boned. Okay, well, I guess that's fine.
It's funny as people didn't even want to eat the sauce; they just wanted to sell the shit online. Like, let's be honest.
Dude, some good businessmen though. Those are some good business practices. Like, some people are really smart about that sort of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're selling that stuff, dude, you're making a killing.
Right. Being a reseller is a pretty good job, actually, if you're good at it.
Yeah, that's the key, though, if you're good at it.
I have good connections, too, with the... Because, like, I'll be honest, like, a lot of the resellers, they'll befriend people at stores. So then they'll get, you know, special treatment. And that's smart.
Yeah. Very, very smart indeed.
Yeah.
Also, this one person in this match is just gunning for me and trying to kill me, and this is not fun. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Like, do people really not have anything better to do though than like freak out about food? Sometimes. Like, I'm wondering what is going on in a person's mind where they're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm spending my entire day like sitting outside this place, gonna get some sauce. Like, okay, if you want to sell it, then cool. But like, like that seems like kind of a waste of time in my opinion.
Right.
Like people go crazy for stuff, dude, though. Let's be real here. Okay, so we lost this round. Just throwing that out there.
Gosh, I'm trying to sit here and relearn Digimon. I don't remember these Digimon.
Is Tatsu teaching you Digimon?
Wish. I should ask him.
Gosh, Tatsu has me blocked, so...
What did you do? Oh, okay. Well, let's not talk about that on stream.
No, I've talked about it on stream before, because it happened on stream.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Catching up. What up, Squiddy Link? How are you doing today? Look at the camera. I'm just catching up real quick. Peeps to make it known that they aren't. Dang, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, it was Persona. Let's just be real here. It was Persona. It was a combination of a few things, really. So, because I know you've been playing RPG Maker games as well lately. Which... Do you love the RPG Maker games?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay. Because I'm unfortunately the opposite way, where I really don't care much for them.
Right?
It's just something that just doesn't appeal to me. But once again, like, my whole thing is just, you know, everyone has the different preferences on games, they have different preferences on really everything.
Right.
So, and I was telling him, like, he was trying to get me to play Light. And at first I'm just like, you know, not really my cup of tea. Like, it's not the game for... Wow, I lost already because somebody just back-to-backed me. Wow. That was the shortest Tetris match I've ever played. But what happened was, he first asked me to play Light. I said, you know, he tried to get me to play Alice Mare, which is honestly, I personally say it's not that fun and not that interesting in an RPG Maker game. And then trying to get me to play Light, and I looked at it for a little bit, I'm like, this does not seem like up my alley and something that just, I want to play. So he was arguing with me, saying that was one of the best RPG Maker games of all time, and I have to love it and have to promote it. I'm like, I don't have to, because I'm not going to promote a game if I don't like it.
Right.
So
you're right.
So there was that whole spiel, and he's just like, well, you're going to love it and play it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to. Like, it's not something I would want to play. So we had that little argument, and then the next thing that happened, and the thing that just really pushed me over the line, was we were talking about Persona in chat, and he came on and was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" It was like, "Oh, Tatsu, nice to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well." And we brought up the fact that like a lot of people like Persona 5, including myself. I love Persona 5. I think it's honestly a good game. But he then suddenly said it's like, well, it's objectively the worst Persona game. And I'm like, what do you mean objectively? That there's no facts stating it's the worst of the worst.
Right.
And there was this huge argument because he's saying that objectively Persona 1 and 2 are the best games of and just of all time. And people in chat were just getting really, really confused because it's just like, why are you like ignoring everybody's opinion and saying that this one game is the greatest thing when some people just don't like that game?
Or just haven't played it.
Exactly. Like, I haven't played it, and honestly, I don't really see myself playing Persona 1 or 2, like, anytime soon. But, like, then he started just going after people for liking Persona 5, and I'm just like, alright, that's crossing the line, dude. You can't do that.
It's the most annoying thing about, like, the Persona fan base is just the division of all of the games. And it's just like, why can't you just like all of them? Or why can't I just like the ones that I've played? Like, why do I need to play all of the games to enjoy the series? You don't.
And you really don't. Like every
series
single
was really intended to play all of them, to be honest.
Yeah, like that's the main thing. Is it's just like the games that you want to play, and play the games that you just want to. So I don't know. It was just a whole debacle, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't. And then he blocked me after that. I also don't think he still got over the Luke stuff, which that was still annoying.
I've actually been seeing Luke a lot more recently, but maybe it's because Tatsu hasn't been around as much.
Yeah. Actually, I pop into AV streams every now and again, and Luke and Brando are both there. Also, hello, Minus. How are you doing today? Dude, it's been forever and a day since I've talked to Brando.
Same.
There's so many people from those old times. But you want to know one person I still talk to that I will tell you? I'm going to ahead of time tell them that you say hi. There is one person. I know you would be happy to talk to this person again. More than likely.
My boy, I remember it. Star.
I can't respond to that with a straight face.
Why?
You remember Star and I hate each other.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. He hates my guts for the most strange misunderstanding of all time.
I forgot about that.
I personally don't have any qualms with him. I'm just gonna be real here. I don't have any issues with him, but I know he still has tons of issues with me. So like, you know, teach their own there. But Ray.
Oh my God! Ray? Wait, Ray's still around? You still talk to her?
Yeah, I talk to her every now and again. Dude, we're still Udapri buddies.
Cool.
Like, both her and I will talk about Udapri for a long amount of time.
Please tell her I said hi.
I absolutely will.
That's
I know
so cool.
She's actually some good news there is she's actually almost done with her degree, and she has, I believe, an internship.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she's actually been doing very, very well lately.
That's good vibes.
Indeed.
That's great vibes.
Dude, we still... when I get the chance to come back to Cali and hang out, we still gotta, like, stop by and say hi to her.
Right. No, Karma's like the only one that's seen her. And it was for a split second.
The shortest of seconds.
I don't even know if he said hi to her. He might have.
I don't think he was able to. Just from what I remember, right?
I think you're right, yeah.
Speaking of Karma, do you know how he's been?
Yeah, he's been doing good. I talked to him fairly recently. Probably around the time Modern Warfare came out. We played it together.
Gotcha.
He's doing his thing.
Just straight chilling, as it normally does.
Yeah. Said he's just been out of the loop when it comes to like video games and such, and you know, he's just living his high school life.
True.
I really focused on what's going on internet-wise.
Yeah, I gotcha. Because it's been, gosh, it's been just, once again, memory lane, man. It's just been a while since talked to, like, any of them. Like, the only people I talk to from that point is usually Villain, which, weirdly enough, speaking of the devil, I just looked over to my Discord, and I noticed that the Villain has messaged me. So we'll check to see what he says in a moment. Because we are kind of at the end of this match.
I think the only ones I really talk to, besides you, Karma, Villain all the time. I talked to Tatsu recently though, but sometimes Tatsu, Roku for sure. I always see Roku all the time.
I haven't talked to Roku in a while. I usually like I'm gonna tell her Merry Christmas once I probably am done with the stream today. I just know Roku's also been super busy.
Yep.
So, everyone's been super busy, so but you can't really blame anybody for like being as busy as they are. Like that's the key thing is that everybody, you know, everyone has lives. Like way back when, you know, a lot of us, like there was so much stuff that we were all doing that like we never really needed to like worry about any of that stuff. But like now, you know, we definitely have a lot that is on our plates.
Right, like maybe at that time it was an easier time for each and every one of us, but things have just changed.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck, I lost. Lost at the last second. Whatever.
But this game had random encounters for that. This is a really good port of this Digimon game, by the way. Because I played this game on PS4 when it first released. And this port's really good. I actually would say it's probably better than the PS4 version.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Also, I just realized I went through that entire match without KOing a single person, which makes it ridiculously difficult.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is very religious, so they're pretty anti-LGBTQ+.
Yeah. That would probably explain
It's
my
just silly
siren.
because it's like, you're a freaking restaurant. Why would you mix politics into restaurant? But
Yeah.
whatever.
Which that also probably explains, because I saw Siren talking about, I think it was Chick-fil-A for a bit, and Siren, he's I keep forgetting how like it's supposed to be identified as, but I think it's trans male. So he, gosh, I could not imagine half the stuff that Siren goes through, and even like my friend Alex, because both those guys
Right.
like they go through a whole lot, and just I cannot ever fathom what they go through. Like there's also some just crazy ass people out there, just real talk, but like gosh, people, I don't know, like we were talking about earlier about how like people are definitely like, you know, been nicer lately, but like that's unfortunately not like all true, because there's still like I've still seen some really fucked up things talked about over here in Arizona.
Some like
I'm trying to think of like a good example. Like I went to the mall pretty much the other day. Even though, and yes, I know, like I don't have any money, so I couldn't really do anything there. But sometimes, you know, you just want to take a day to yourself. You just want to walk around. You may not buy anything and probably piss off the clerks, but at the same time, you know, I'm not doing anybody any harm. But like,
we're at GameStop.
Yeah, I was going to GameStop. I usually check their guides and everything, because I love reading. Sometimes it's just nice to see what sort of stuff they have.
Right.
And there's this woman just criticizing this guy for like, it was the GameStop employee who was being criticized for liking video games.
Really?
Yeah. And it was semi-recent, so it might have been like some holiday shopping. But I'm wondering, because the guy who was being yelled at, he looked like he was kind of like, say, late 20s, I'd say.
Right.
So I'm wondering if the woman was just like probably freaking out at him, primarily because like, I don't know, GameStop, what it can be kind of classified as, and this is not to riff on anyone who works at GameStop, because I do personally like enjoy GameStop, but it can be seen as a college job.
Yeah, it's a college, high school job.
So like, if you have somebody who's like working there, but they're like, you know, their middle 30s or 40s, it's kind of going to look a little off compared to like, you know, a teenager working there. I think that's what sparked the conversation, but even still, it shouldn't even matter.
That's not really your business, you know?
Yeah. Like, let them enjoy, like, I mean, freaking I'm 23 and I enjoy video games. Like, video games are not just a kid thing. Hey, good example, the Game Awards. Even though people like to give the Game Awards crap because, you know, no Smash announcement or anything. But really, I mean, I wasn't really expecting one at that point.
I wasn't either. I don't know why
people. Here's the thing. My short piece when it comes to the Game Awards is that it is an award show. It is not supposed to be, hey, here's what the newest game is that's coming out. I think Game Awards definitely like shot themselves in the foot with kind of marketing it as such. Especially when it comes to gosh, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. Especially when it comes to just the award show itself. Like it should not have ever really been about anything like about that.
I think particularly, like, I don't think them showing world premieres really hurt them at first. I think what happened was that Smash reveal really hurt them, because it was just like, I don't know, something with the Smash fan base is weird, where it's just like, any chance they get, they'll say like, oh, well, this is going to be a new reveal, and it's just like, okay, like, we get it. I get that they're so excited for like new characters in their game, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But like, when it gets so toxic where you go to every award show or every, you know, direct or every this or that Nintendo does, or that Nintendo's at.
Yeah.
I
fully agree, dude.
God, it's like, come on, dude.
Like, it was even hard to, because I don't know, did you end up watching like the Game Awards on their like official YouTube channel? Or like Twitch?
Oh, I watched it on the Twitch. No, I watched it on YouTube. Yeah, I did.
Okay, were you reading like any of the comments that were being like posted?
Sort of.
Dude, it was bad. Like, all it was is either, one, people trolling, which, I mean, you just kind of expect from Twitch chats if it's that big. Like, and even YouTube chats, like, they'll troll every now and again, and, you know, that is what it is. But, like, it was just such a big extreme. I was just, like, shocked that people, like, all it was smash, 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 worst thing ever because there's no smash. It's like...
I do remember seeing that, like, every, like, 10-15 minutes. They're just like, when's the smash reveal? When's the smash reveal? When's the smash reveal?
I'm only here for the smash reveal, like...
Reveal.
Like, enjoy the award show, crying out loud. Like, the only time it stopped... And it's not even just to, like, even bag on anybody, but it was just, like, the only time it stopped is when Reggie talked.
Yep.
Because when Reggie talked, it's like, our Lord and Savior, Reggie. Which, I mean, Reggie's a cool guy, so, like, you know, I'm fine with this. And then, like, the other thing I noticed is they weren't even mad that, like, Reggie didn't announce anything. They were just, like, they're like, okay, now who's gonna announce the trailer if Reggie's
Smash
not?
reveal. Yep.
And it's just like, okay, well, at least you guys got off the topic of... You got off the topic for, like, maybe, like, 2 seconds. So I'm proud of you, stream chat, but, like... You're still not...
I mean, it's okay to be disappointed that it didn't happen. Like, I think that's okay. But when you start bragging and bagging on it, saying that, oh, this award show sucked just because you didn't get the reveal that you wanted, sounds very entitled.
Yeah, no, I agree. People, man. People just, you know, they think that they will get anything they ask for if they want it. And that's not the case. Like, people need to, like, learn that they're not going to get everything they want. Like, things happen for a reason.
Nintendo fanbase kind of irks me though sometimes, though. It's just me personally.
Oh, that's understandable.
Nintendo can never do anything wrong. Anything they do is always perfect. I don't know. I love their games. I just don't like their fan base that much.
Which, no, that's understandable. This match is just going crazy. Dude, I don't even know what's happening in this match anymore. No, I lost. Damn. Always second place. 12 KOs though, not that bad. Yeah. No, if you want to talk like some pretty toxic fan bases though, like, I mean, we already talked Persona fan base is pretty toxic. Honestly, sometimes like the Smash fan base is pretty toxic. Yeah, I think the one fan base that I've seen that's been it's like a one-sided toxicity, which is really weird, and it's kind of like circling back. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight's
really?
community is probably like the weirdest community I think I've ever seen, because it's one-sided, yet the one side that's being toxic doesn't understand it. Because in Dead by Daylight you have, like, you know, the killer and the survivors, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's always like, you know, super happy about the killers, they're super happy about the new survivors. But the people who play Survivor will like try to demoralize the killer as much as humanly possible, it seems like. Like, they'll usually like taunt them, and like, you know, even in chat they'll try to like dissuade them from playing. which is really weird. But then you have the killers who are just like super nice about it, and they're just like, you know, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to get better. I apologize that the game was not fun for you guys. But you know, I had fun, so I hope you guys had fun too. Like, the killers are just super nice to play against. They might be like super good and like immediately destroy your team, but they'll be like, you know, hey, it was a good game, you did fine. Meanwhile, you got most survivors who are like, yeah, fuck you, man. You ruined this game because you won. It's like, what?
Right. That's pretty whack.
Yeah. Because like there's some people like I've seen while I'm playing who they type in chat saying like, you know, it's like they're like, this is why I don't want to be killer, because they'll usually do like a perfect match or something, and I'll be like, oh, GG, and everybody else is just like, oh, you ruined this for us, and so on and so forth.
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, like, because there's the archives and such lately where it's like all mission based, and even when I streamed it yesterday, I fully knew what was going to happen because I did the same thing to other killers. There's essentially one of the missions in Dead by Daylight is you have to there's a basement area, and in that basement area there is essentially 4 hooks, so if you get stuck in the basement area, you're pretty much fucked. Like, there's not really a way out unless somebody's like really risky, and you have to kill every single survivor in that basement area.
Right.
I got it yesterday, but most of the time when I was like fighting killers who I knew were trying to go for it, I would just fuck with them and then like run as far away as possible and just to delay the game. And when I was doing the stream, I even called that people were going to do that, and people totally did. But most people will like joke around about that portion, but then you just have some who just say that you're the worst killer ever, and I'm like, listen, I got my archive, we're good. No, going back, because you were talking about the fact that like I'm always like I said, I'm really bad about horror. Do you like horror at all, or are you also like staying away from horror?
I like horror. I'm scared of it, but I like it.
So that's why you probably wouldn't play Dead by Daylight? Right?
Play it. I've played it.
Well, listen.
I like it. I just get really scared when I play it. I start screaming.
Well, then we should play it. If you have time tonight, if you want to join up, do some matches, have some fun. Even though I know it's
up real soon. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight though. I'll be opening presents or something.
Gotcha.
I'm at girlfriend's house later.
I gotcha. Alright, let me know if you're interested. I'm always down to have you on stream, dude. Like,
appreciate it.
Once again, you're one of the funniest people I've probably ever have met. And you're just super nice all around, so like you're a fantastic friend. I'm honestly really lucky to have met somebody like awesome like you, Blaze.
Oh, that's so nice. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. And also, people in my chat, because if you guys don't know Blaze, like, what's going on? Let's see. I should be able to get like a link to your channel. Like, check out Blaze. He does a lot of, because you mainly do a lot of variety, but it's mostly a lot of Danganronpa. But you, of course, you've been branching out. You did some RPG Maker.
I've been playing a lot of RPG Maker games. So like I've just finished Mad Father. Right now I'm playing Corpse Party.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I know you're playing another like horror-based game. That this one's not really RPG Maker. After this match,
Party is weird.
Dude, I have like the limited edition of Corpse Party just hanging up in my room right now. I should probably play. Check him out, SHSL Blaze. Also, Merry Christmas, Sparky.
Merry Christmas!
All of the Christmas.
But he said the Persona fanbase is pretty toxic. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. I know Sammy's a pretty big fan of Les Personas.
So anytime I do Persona streams, I don't really get the toxic people in them.
I'd say like usually a lot of people in your streams are always like super positive. Ooh, you know what? Here is a random. Well, I have two random questions. One is a joke because I don't know if Jigsaw's still here, but this joke is just for Jigsaw, so I'm just prefacing this. You know that Kingdom Hearts 2 race though.
Oh, I know, right? Where did he go, by the way? To work?
I don't know what I just did, but that was kind of cool. I honestly have no idea what I just did, but that was kind of insane.
I'm getting both Pokemon games today. I have Sword.
I have both.
You bought both? Holy shit.
Yeah. I lost. Me.
Your friend forgot his name. Sorry, does Persona streams? Yes.
Also,
I cover a lot on Persona.
Yeah, if you guys also do !Co-Comm, it'll say with the channel. But here is Blaze's channel link. You guys should check him out.
Since Danganronpa's been pretty much like non-existent, at least recently, I've been swapping over to Persona and covering like the new games like Persona 5 Scramble coming out and.
You excited for Scramble and
Royale? Yes, I'm more excited for Scramble than Royale though, because Scramble's like a completely different game and it looks so cool.
True.
It looks awesome.
Dude, if you played Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors, you'll feel right at home with that game.
Right. I liked Hyrule Warriors. I beat that game.
Dude, I've been playing through that game again. Also, Cheese, happy holidays to you as well.
I didn't buy the Switch version of it, but.
Also, the other question is, do you have this will make sense in a moment when I explain it, but do you have Dragon Ball FighterZ?
No.
You do not?
No.
Because there's a certain twin of mine who has returned, who is looking for people to play that game. If you recall who that person is.
No.
You don't? You may have popped into their stream and said, wow, you and Kit sound exactly the same, except Australian.
Oh, yeah! My dude!
Yeah.
I tweet every once in a while.
Yeah, he was,
He really likes that game, too.
Yep, he was, so he has a little like group that plays the game, Imamura.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a little group that actually plays through the game, and he was trying to get me back into it, which I'm totally down. I was like, maybe we can have like multiple people. Because I know he really wants to teach me. So, what's up?
What does he play it on?
PC.
I think a DLC dropped recently for that game.
Yeah, they usually there's like I honestly don't know too much about Dragon Ball, but I know like they were super hyped about a whole lot of stuff that happened, so I was like, oh, that's cool. You guys do you. It's awesome when people are excited about the games that they enjoy.
Weren't you streaming Banjo-Kazooie?
Nope.
Yeah, that wasn't you.
I want to stream Banjo-Kazooie eventually. Like, that was a idea that I wanted to do. The only reason I haven't done it yet is just because of whatever it's called, getting an N64 that I can stream it on. because I don't really want to emulate it. I don't really like emulating stuff.
Time to dust off that Xbox One.
Oh, you're right, because Rare Replay.
Yeah.
Rare Replay has that. You are completely correct, sir.
Remastered the game for you too.
Did they?
I think it is a little remastered. Slightly.
I mean, there's also the new ukulele game that I gotta play.
Oh, I heard that game was really good. I need that on.
Have you played the original ukulele or just the new one? So the original is like super, super good.
Why do I keep hearing bad things about it?
About the original ukulele?
Yeah.
It's just because people are still. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure people were not used to, like how. Because I mean, it's been a while since Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie were. I guess those type of games were around. To be fair.
Okay.
So like my whole sense of take on that is like they just never got around to, or like people just are not used to that game, and it's like, oh, it might be outdated. It's like, it's not really outdated. It's just, you know, people are not used to playing a game like that, and that there's nothing wrong with that. It's just people have not gotten around to it, and that's perfectly fine.
I mean, A Hat in Time was loved. I think the reason why people didn't like ukulele was because of the stupid JonTron thing at the time.
What did JonTron do?
Wasn't he the one that was doing like the?
Well, I think he was doing voices for the game, and then something happened.
Something happened to him, like, and everyone started hating him.
Oh, because of politics. It was politics.
Yeah. He was ranting about politics on Twitter.
I don't think it was Twitter. I thought it was a podcast, actually.
It's both.
Gotcha. I don't know how I just came back from this, but I did, and I'm impressed with myself. I was literally at the furthest top you could possibly be.
Holy crap, you did.
Now where I'm at the furthest bottom you can possibly be. The problem is, so, just to explain, because I haven't really talked about playing this game. You see, like, the little swords in the bottom right? Because those swords essentially are like how much power you have when you like send garbage to people, and I only have like very small amounts because like I just don't have the KOs right now. Meanwhile, I'm gonna die. Because everyone else has like 4 and such, so they'll just do a bunch of damage. Also, what a vibrant. Oh, man. Also, dang, it's already been 2 hours. I think I'm gonna do one more and then call it. Also, thank you for hopping in the VC with me, by the way, Blaze.
No problem.
Been far too long. We still gotta play Code Vein again, too. I played a little bit solo, and I was like, I feel like the game definitely benefits with the co-op, even though the co-op is still confusing.
That was so hard to figure out. I've never played a co-op game that was like that hard to figure out.
Yeah. But definitely,
we figured it out though, but
yeah. Because I played a little bit extra just on a stream because I was like, I think you're probably busy to play it. And I got to a boss. The boss was a headache and a half to get through. Though it was Hatsune Miku, so I mean, it was, you know, enjoyable to watch.
It looked like her?
It, literally to the T. But it was a very creative boss, but it was so difficult. Even like with my Dark Souls knowledge, it was crazy.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Christmas, or if you did ask anybody for anything.
What? You kind of cut out there a bit. What was that?
But did you ask people for Christmas? Like,
what did I ask people for Christmas, or?
Yeah. What did you tell them?
I mean, like, what I ask for personally, like, I actually don't really ask for anything when it comes to Christmas. I just, you know, I'm more of somebody who, like, gives to people.
Right.
I just hope that, like, what I always ask, though, is just for people to just, you know, have good, happy holidays, to be safe, and just make sure that, regardless of what they get, that you know, they spread just a good Christmas cheer. That's kind
You didn't ask for anything?
No, not really.
You're not expecting anything?
Nope, not at all. Based on like my past few Christmases, because of just how like strained my relationship is with like my family and such, like usually what ends up happening is I'll be like, hey, you know, for Christmas, do whatever you guys want to do. If anything, get me a pack of sunflower seeds. I'm down with that. But like, you guys don't have to worry about me at all. And I usually end up having people, even because even on your server, your Discord server, like last year, people were like, Kit, what do you want? And I was like, no. And it took like so much investigative work to figure out what I wanted. But no, I just want everyone to just kind of enjoy the day and, you know, spend time with their friends, spend time with their family, just enjoy the time. I mean, for you for Christmas, I imagine you're gonna be hanging out with your girlfriend as well as the family, right?
Her family.
Gotcha.
Remember, our family life is pretty similar.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, because all I'm doing for Christmas is I'm gonna be streaming. Like, I'm gonna go downstairs, enjoy probably some eggs, because that's usually what my parents make for Christmas, and then stream, like, games.
Yeah.
Speaking of Discord, though, since I know you're on Discord, we should join the Discord. I actually have a server, for once.
The link in your description?
Yeah, or exclamation mark Discord. Also, Baba's here. See, by the way, so the Michael Reader in chat is the Baba that you got ranked. So, you waifu. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Good old waifu. Though, Baba technically has wife in a weird sense. So actually, that was the thing I was going to ask you, because if you didn't like horror too much, I was wondering if you played Identity 5 then.
Seen it. I've watched Jordan play it.
Yeah, so Identity 5 is like the free version of Dead by Daylight, made by like still the same devs. And Siren and I, both him and I play it as well. Honestly, is a really good version of Dead by Daylight, especially if you like, you know, don't like horror or anything. It's not scary at all. Like, the atmosphere is intense, sure, but it's not scary. Dude, like... Also, Baba Is You is another game I have to get to eventually.
The game?
Baba Is You. The puzzle game.
I've never heard of it.
I'd recommend looking into it. It's a really fun and enjoyable game, and the puzzles are definitely like mind-bending. But that's also if you're into puzzle games in general. Though, side note, still got to do that the good old KHT race one day.
All right.
Though I think it's been so long since either of us have played that game, I don't even know who's gonna have a good chance to win.
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in like so long.
I still need to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
You didn't beat it?
Dude, I've still only have played 2. I own Kingdom Hearts 3.
What the?
Listen, man, there's a lot of games out there that I gotta get to. How about this? What is your game recommendation that I should play whenever I get the chance? Like once I have the time and once like my schedule stuff clears up, game wise, what would be the game that I like right now literally have to play?
That came out this year or just in general?
Just in general.
That's a good question. What have I played recently that I'm just like, everyone needs to play this one game that I know that you have to play?
I know another game that I need to play is Long Live the Queen. That'll be an interesting game to play, that's for sure.
You ever finished Persona 5?
Yeah, I've 100%ed it. Actually, I've not done some of the bonus content, actually, but I've gotten every single Persona, all their moves, and above and beyond. Damn. What up, Cocoa Pebbles? Welcome back, Supernova. Well, ending off at 4th, but we got 2 wins, so I'm content with it. Is it a visual novel you're thinking of?
Played a lot of good games this year.
There's some pretty good ones, dude. Definitely some really, really good ones.
Have you played Dragon Quest 11?
I only played it at E3.
Oh my god. That's what you need to buy yourself, the Switch version of that game. That game is phenomenal. I'm still stuck playing that game.
Still stuck?
That game is...
Okay. So Dragon Quest 11?
Everyone they must play the Switch version of that game. The Switch version has added content, bonus content, and it's crazy good.
I remember watching you stream Dragon Quest 11. I remember you loved the hell out of it.
The game is phenomenal.
Alright, so I'll look into getting... Once I have money again, because I know I'm going to be getting Persona 5 Royale, get Scramble. I'm getting the new Animal Crossing as well. So I will... Why not? We'll go and purchase Dragon Quest 11 and maybe start that as well.
I haven't played, what was that game? Oh, Animal Crossing. I've played the old ones, but I don't know if I'm going to get the Switch version.
I mean, New Horizon looks really, really good. I'm excited for it. Oh, I'm going to end off the stream. Oh, we'll raid somebody real quick. And I see somebody's on that we can raid that we've actually not raided ever before. So, give them a raid. Just do something simple. We'll do the Blaze Kit raid. So how do you feel about Sonic?
Very hit or miss. I like some Sonic games.
What about Sonic Mania?
Love Sonic Mania.
Well, good thing my friend Speed Inkling is streaming Sonic Mania, because that's who we're rating. Good leeway. Once again, Blaze, thank you so much for joining. Though we're probably going to talk after the stream.
Hello, everyone.
But thank you so much for watching. Well, what's up?
I just said thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining me. And see you guys later. Peace, everybody.
See this raid.